Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, worthy teachers and my dear friends. The video I am going to make in today's lecture is meant for your collaborative learning, for our collaborative learning, so that together we can create wonders in this world of teaching. Undoubtedly, we are all doing wonderful efforts in our respective fields. But what we need to do is to enter into real collaboration amongst each other, because it is easy to celebrate each other's happiness in the worldly sense, but it is difficult to be a part of each other's learning, to be a source of each other's help. It is very difficult. So, what we need to do is to develop very strong collaboration amongst each other. And this time, when the summer break has almost started in majority of the schools, obviously we all are very tired because we have had a hectic session in which we tried to fulfill our responsibilities in every regard that we could. So, other than relaxing and other than enjoyment, we as teachers need to pay special time and attention to personal as well as professional growth and development. As far as health is concerned, as far as personal enjoyment is concerned, that is undoubtedly an important part of our life. We have to survive, we have to relax. But sometimes, in the effort to develop professionally, we are enjoying mental health at the same time physical health. So, please, my dear teachers, it is my humble request to spare time for personal development and for professional development. And in this video, I will be sharing some ideas as per my experience, which are going to be beneficial for you as to how you can improve yourself during these holidays and why it is essential to do so. My dear teachers, first of all, I have shared a quotation. Basically, it is not a quotation, it was a sentence written in one of the books which I read. And so, my dear teachers, I would like to share a quote or a useful sentence with you in which it said that knowledge is like brackish water until it flows somewhere. So, knowledge is going to be compared very boldly with brackish water. What is brackish water? It means that it will become stagnant, it will stop moving. If we stop sharing our knowledge, if we stop enhancing our skills, we will become as stagnant as water. Therefore, in order to improve ourselves, we have to develop. And you know very well that these are advanced times. These are times of technological advancements. Until and unless we will grow professionally, it will be difficult to keep up with the pace of times. Therefore, my dear teachers, we should not become brackish water. We should utilize our energies for self growth, for professional growth, and for professional development during these holidays. So, what will be some of the tips and techniques and some of the skills which are required for enhancing our teaching? Number one, stay updated on best practices. You should know that what are the best teaching techniques, what are the best teaching methodologies and technologies. Number one amongst these is that you should try to convert your notes and your techniques and whatever data and information that you share with your children, with your students on PowerPoint. Try to convert your notes and data onto PowerPoint. Even the junior teachers can do so. They can create, they can compile beautiful workbooks or skill book, practice books for the guidance of students. Already you would have done so. So maybe you just proofread your books already if they have been prepared and add some interesting material into it. Try to convert your data into PowerPoint so that whenever required, whenever given the chance, come up with your presentations, come up with your wonderful ideas. And the important thing in this regard is that you should listen to other teachers. For example, I am a very humble teacher. As you can see, that I have had obviously some experience. I have contributed some important period of my life to this profession, but there are far more experienced and far more talented teachers in the market. We have the example of Sir Zain, who is running a channel of Zanamatics. So you see that even if I am not a mathematics teacher, if I listen to that person, if I see the efforts and the techniques that he has been using, so I can improve myself. That how much effort that man has put and how much mashallah he is blessed because of these efforts. And there is zero, you can say, arrogance in his behavior. He never taunts his students until and unless, obviously, there are some rare cases and some rare examples. Otherwise, he is a man who has control over his emotions. So, this is what we have to learn from each other as teachers, that how can we control our temperaments? How can we control our language in the class? Obviously, the students of modern times are not easy to tackle, and they have verbose attitude. They mind if we point out something realistically. So we have to convey our message in a very polite, humble, and persuasive way in order to make it really effective. So please listen to other teachers. Even you can enter into the class of other teachers as an observer by making a request beforehand. If there is some experienced teacher in your school, you can sit at the back of his or her class. You can see how much effort he is making. If that teacher does not allow, if the administration does not allow, no problem. You can watch videos. There are innumerable teachers who are making their efforts, and on YouTube you can download, you can watch the videos of several other teachers. The next tip that you can do is that, my dear teacher, you should try to boost your confidence. Nowadays, when I am making videos on different topics, some teachers have shared their messages of requests that make a video on this topic, make a video on this topic. Definitely, my dear teachers, I'm definitely going to follow your advices. The important thing is that you should try to boost your own confidence. And how can you boost your confidence? By participating in different activities. If the administration allows you to, for example, conduct an event, conduct a morning assembly, or some other session, you should never say no. Never underestimate yourself. Never say that I don't have time. You should spare time for self growth and self development. And when you will become an example for your students, obviously, your own children are going to follow your example, and this process of self development will move forward and forward, because continuous learning fosters self assurance. You develop a self confidence, and it benefits not only your students but your colleagues as well. Your teachers, your colleagues are going to be inspired by you, that this person is making consistent effort, and they will definitely recognize your efforts. There might be some jealousy, there might be some negative feelings, but you have to remain steadfast. Never compare yourself with others in the negative way. Always think of positive people, positive behaviors, and positive attitudes. The next thing is improve student outcomes. What can you do in order to improve the results of the students or the overall development of the students? Effective teaching strategies. Do not teach in the same repetitive and boring way all the time. Do not use the old notebooks of your students. Do not repeat the same work. Find out some video on the same topic of adjectives. Think about it. You can write down these novel ideas in your diaries during the summer break, or you can just note it down in your notepad in your mobile phone, so that you, when you teach that topic in the coming session, you come up with novel ideas and lead to better student performance and engagement. My dear teachers, you know that this is a triangular relationship between teachers and students and obviously parents. When your bonding with your students will become strong, obviously the results will improve, and the parents and the administration and Almighty Allah will also be happy with you. And you will have a wonderful sleep and wonderful life in both the worlds. Foster personal growth. How can you foster personal growth? Self reflection. Think about your own positive and negative aspects, what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, and development promote emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience. These are the three most important qualities that we as teachers and as human beings have to develop amongst ourselves. Emotionally, we need to be intelligent. What is emotional intelligence? That you should not enter into the red room. You should not be losing self control, and you should not be losing control on your temperament. Empathy means putting yourself in the position of other people, that what if that person is in my place, or what if I were in his place, how would he have reacted, how should I react. And resilience means that you should try to remain steadfast, you should try to remain confident, you should try to remain. There might be some disturbance, you might lose, you can say, self confidence, and you might lose temperament, but again you will come back to your original position because of your inner strong self. Now, roles and responsibilities of English teachers. Because I am an English teacher, in my previous discussion, I talked about general aspects of teachers and teaching. Now, as English teachers, we need to be proactive. We need to become more smart, because you know that institutes, mostly the administration is more fond of those people hiring, those who can communicate well. So we have to be proactive, we have to take the initiative, and instead of considering it a burden, we should try to take it as a challenge, that we can set the best example. And you should be more sophisticated as far as the personality is concerned, as far as the language that we use, because English is a very refined language. You see that even when you have to say some harsh words to someone, so English language allows you polite language. We are the teachers who are teaching the difference of formal and informal language. So how can we use harsh words ourselves? We should always be using polite words in our conversation, so that we can set the best example as the emblem of our subject. You should be confident, you should be partaking, you should be actively participating in maximum events in order to boost your self confidence, in order to promote learning for yourself as well as for your students. Be more collaborative, because you have command over the language. You can help sort out the problems of those teachers who are facing any kind of language problem. You might write some nice words on the certificates, so that you have maintained a powerful position of yourself. When you will become a strong teacher, obviously everyone will be relying upon your abilities. Be more accurate, because you have learned the art of writing and rewriting and drafting and checking, proofreading. So language teaches accuracy, so you have to be accurate while drafting some material, or there should not be any hesitation on your part to check the work written by someone else. Be more precise. Our language also teaches us to be more precise, although I should also try to learn this thing, but we are all in the learning process. Be an example for your students as well as for your colleagues, because you have command over the language. Be good readers in order to be effective leaders, because good readers are good leaders. So please read something during the holidays yourself. You can even read the Holy Quran with translation. You can even read some fictional storybook. You can read some motivational quotations. You can read some tips and guidance in order to help motivate the weaker students of your class. Proofread to improve your weaknesses. Whatever you read, whatever you write, you should develop the habit of proofreading yourself, and listen to, in order to improve your spoken fluency. There are some teachers who have requested me to make a video in order to improve our listening and speaking abilities. I will be making a separate video on that topic. But as far as this current video is concerned, I can just advise you that in order to improve your writing, you have to read. In order to improve your speaking, you have to listen. So it's not necessary that you are an English teacher, so you can just listen to English teacher. If there is some very popular teacher of some other subject, you can listen to him as well. I wish that we as teachers can produce a strong community, because as a teacher community, we need to be very closely connected with each other and enhance each other's skills. If we will stop finding faults with each other, for example, I as an English teacher cannot teach mathematics or physics or science if I find the ad of some other subject. I should very enthusiastically and sincerely share it with my colleague so that she or he can benefit. In this way, we will not have to rely upon the agents who provide tuition services and they take 50% of the first salary. So, in order to become strong as a community, we have to be collaborative with open heart without showing any kind of miserly behavior. And an important quote which I read somewhere, I have shared it with you. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. So, if you will be full inside, if your inner self will be complete, only then you can share your knowledge with others, whether they are colleagues or whether they are your students. So, be like a full cup so that you can share maximum knowledge with your partners, with your colleagues, as well as with your students. My dear colleagues, happy reading and happy teaching, as well as happy holidays. Take care of yourself. Please share any topic that you would like me to make a video for your guidance. And please pray that I also keep enhancing my skills for the benefit of my students. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah.